I think we're good. You can check it on there too. Yeah. Power, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Kadash.
Alright, pretty much just gonna go right into it. Alright, as we already know the vibration, alright, right now it's prophecy. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go into. Alright, the mark of the beast. Okay, you know, the lockdowns, the quarantines. Okay, that's what, 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter, 2nd Ezra the 16th chapter. Okay, 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter. Alright, Revelation, we're gonna go into all that. Alright, so let's start off by let's go to Habakkuk 2 and 3. Okay, because that's the times we're in right now, man. Hey, the Lord said his word is not going to be prolonged anymore. Also, hold Ezekiel 12 and around the 27th verse. Yeah, Habakkuk 2. Alright, we in that time, man, when the Most High, alright, is causing these things to come to pass on the earth. Okay, it says it in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, alright, that what? When you see part of these signs come to pass, then shall thou very well understand that it is the you know, at the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? So we're in the time when the Most High is going to visit this earth. And he's not visiting it with flowers, okay, or with good presents. He's upset. So is Yahushua.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Right. So what is that tower right now? That tower is really the internet. Because that's what we're using to watch what's going on around the world, the unicorn. Okay? So that's why we're constantly watching the news. We're constantly reading these articles. We're constantly on these news sites. Okay? To what? To watch. Okay?
And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
All right. So when we first heard this truth, okay, we basically ran with it. Okay, we were in haste to get right. Okay, and we were in haste to warn others. Okay, because of the things that were going to be happening upon the earth very soon, the things that we're seeing starting to happen right now. Go ahead.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So the vision, the prophecies, the martial law, the death, the pestilence, all these major things, mainly the mark of the beast. All right, World War III. These are all visions that the prophets got. It's set for what? An appointed time. So it is not happening randomly. It may happen out of nowhere, but it's not random. All right, the Most High has set it up to happen at that time. Okay, go ahead.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
At the end it shall speak and not lie. That's what we're seeing. All right, I did a video earlier today basically going into how everything is clearer now. All right, the prophecies are speaking to where everything is clear. We're seeing how one prophecy ties into another. All right, and these visions are not failing.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
So we know from our elders and their elders, they've been waiting, all right, for this thing to happen for years, man. Okay, but they understood that what the scriptures say, though it tarry, because the prophecies sometimes they tarry, man. It's like they drag their feet. It's like a prophetic pump fakes. Okay, you know, one thing you hear, one thing here, then it's like things slow down for a while. 2017, we heard about the chip. I think they were talking about it on the Talk or one of those TV shows. All right, you heard about the mark of the beast, and then it died down for a while. Then it came back up. 3 Square Market, that's what it was. You know, then it went down for a while. Then it came back up. You know, but now we're at that point where these prophecies are just gonna keep coming. No stop. All right, you got prophecies happening daily. Used to be months, then weeks, and now it's days. Okay, every couple of days there's something going on. That was it on that? All right. Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
Right, so even when you tell these people these things, they think it's afar off. I mean, they can see the tension building up in the Middle East. They can see the draconian laws about to be put in place. But you tell them, you know, martial laws is coming very soon. Yeah, I can see that, but I mean, I don't. You think it's gonna happen what, next year? Oh my gosh, you know, they think that it's a far off. Go ahead.
The vision that he seeth is for many days to come, And he prophesied of times that are far off.
Exactly. They think when we talk about the kingdom, when we talk about the destruction of this place, it's a far off. You know? You got people talking about, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? 20 years? 30 years? 40 years? Do you still see yourself in this faith? I don't think, what you mean 40 years? It's going to take 40 years for them to institute the mark of the beast? It's going to take 40 years for World War III to pop off? Damn near, freaking Trump will be dead by then. Go ahead.
Verse 28. Therefore say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore.
So the Lord's words ain't going to be prolonged anymore, man. There's too much wickedness on the planet Earth. You got people celebrating Halloween. I mean, you actually have a day where you celebrating,
Sam.
who?
Sam.
Thank you. Bring that out. You got some information on that?
Yeah, basically, Sam Hill, which is probably called Samhain, was starting in Ireland, Jews and the
Right. Yep.
And you know, all that stuff, the pumpkin, if you look at the pumpkin, it looks like a skull when you carve it out. When you put the shit over your head to something like goats, like that, that's just, when you die, you put the white shit over a person's body. So all that has to be done. The bonfire is just sacrifice things. You used to sacrifice cattle, sometimes for the demons and things like that. And that around this time is when they say that the veil between the spiritual realm and the physical realm is as thin, so you can cross between the worlds.
That's heavy. All right. Hey, so that's so. But see, ask the average person, what's Halloween about? They can't tell you that because they don't know. So they're ignorantly participating, all right, in demonic activities. But yet they won't stop. You don't know what you're participating. It's bad, but you won't stop. Oh, it's for the kids. So what about the grown-ass adults that be dressing in stripper costumes, dudes walking around in Speedos tights, army boots, and freaking bunny masks?
Just to add on to that, the costumes, the ancient Jews and Celtics, they hide themselves in sort of like a costume to hide themselves from demons.
Oh, you look at that.
So everything has an origin, just like the trick or treat. That was sold back in, I believe, the medieval times. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But people would go sewing house to house for like little cakes, and then they would offer up prayers. You know, these are the pagan Romans, so they would offer up prayers to people who died, who they believe are in purgatory, burning alive. So everything has an origin that goes back.
That's right. That's right. And majority of the origins are wicked. You know, majority of the things that this place promotes is all wickedness, man. Okay.
Verse 28. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore.
So there you have it. The Lord said none of his words are going to be prolonged anymore. Okay? We're in that time when these prophecies that the Lord has spoken against this place by the mouth of his servants, the prophets, are going to come to pass. They ain't gonna be prolonged anymore, man. It's because they were prolonged that people got so proud. It's because they were prolonged that people said, well, what's that, 2 Peter 3? All right?
Because evil is not us.
Oh yeah, that's Ecclesiastes, I think 8 and 11. All right, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of men is fully set within them to do wickedness. All right, or wickedly. Okay, and it tells you that 2 Peter, what? They said that where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continued as they were. So because these words have been prolonged, all right, they feel as though that, you know, it's not going to happen. If I commit adultery, I'm not going to die on the spot. You know, you don't know that. But for the most people, that's their mindset. So so what's the big deal about it? You're making a big fuss, but ain't nothing happened to me. The key word is yet. Nothing happened to you yet. Okay? And it shows you this world doesn't have the fear of the Lord, man. We're witnessing the downfall, all right, of Babylon the Great. All right, one of the biggest prophecies in the scriptures. But these people out here, you know what? Because they're going to go down with Babylon. All right? They're in bed with Babylon, so they're going to go down with Babylon. Babylon got STDs, they got STDs. Okay?
There shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
So the Lord said his word which he has spoken is going to be done. And what are the words that he's spoken? Okay, Jeremiah 30 and 7, Daniel 12 and 1, Matthew the 24th chapter. All right, who the world calls Jesus Christ, he prophesied of the things that are happening in this time, man. But all these so-called Bible believers, they don't know that. if you ask them, yo, so in the Bible, doesn't it talk about these kind of things? How you doing? Hey, the Lord spoke about the little child. He don't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
Michael, stay
He's
out of
trying to
camera.
listen to the word, man. Oh, his name is Michael? Oh, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. You know what Michael means? She don't know what Michael means. How you doing? Yeah, that's a spirit, man. You know, Lord have mercy on him. You know, there's evil times coming around. He stood there for a couple of seconds and he didn't want to leave. You know, he rolled up on his scooter. All right, he's like, hi. Hey man, that's what's up, man. He looked like an Israelite too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like his caretaker or something. You know, she out here trying to drag him. He's like, nah, I'm trying to hear this word. Yeah, that's the spirit. The way the spirit works is beautiful, man. Okay, keep going. Is it on that? Let's go to Isaiah 47. Okay, that's the times we're in right now, man. The downfall of this place. Okay, so like we were saying, man, these so-called Bible believers, man, why they not talking about this? Where's Vocab Malone's videos on the coronavirus and how it's related to the scriptures? Where's his videos on the lockdowns? Where's his video? What's that? What's going on? You know, where are the prophecies at? I mean, are you telling me that everything that's going on right now wasn't written off in the Bible? You know, the things of old, they were written up before they happened. But this time we in, that's going to lead to Yahushua's return. That's not in the Bible. Where the pastors at? You know? All they coming to say is everything is going to be all right. You know? Every little thing is going to be all right. And then they put them phony pastors on CNN and Fox News, and they come on there and they tell you lies and people like it. Okay? They like it so, pursuant to Isaiah 30 and 9 on down, man. They like to be told lies.
This is Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Right there, man. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So if you call yourself a servant, if you call yourself a quote-unquote Christian, all right, then you should be into the spirit of prophecy, man. If you got the mind of Yahushua, you should be into the spirit of prophecy. But you know why I got you in a second. But why they don't go into prophecies? Because they don't know the prophecies. They don't know that these things are in the scriptures. They don't know what scriptures to go to.
Oh, I just want to say, I forgot where it is in the scripture that says despise not prophesy.
Right. Hey, Paul said, what? Covet to prophesy. You know? But these people, they hate us because we prophesy. You know? But that's the number one thing that we're supposed to do. What do you think Matthew the 24th chapter is? It's a list of prophecies that the Messiah made as to what's going to happen. The disciples asked, what is going to be the sign of the end of the world and thy coming? All right? And he gave them the list, the rundown. And that's what we're living in right now, man. You know, people want to believe in the Bible when it's pertaining to the past, but things of the future, they don't have enough faith to believe in that. Okay?
Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean.
Right. So, O virgin daughter of Babylon, all right, that's referring on to America. Notice it's that virgin daughter, right? Because this place hasn't been touched, all right, on the level of actual war and destruction really hitting this land, you know? So it's still a virgin in that sense, all right? But the Lord said, sit in the dust, meaning come down to a low place, okay? Why?
There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal.
So get to work. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands to work, man. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you no more. People are done serving you and looking at America as if it's some sort of heaven. America ain't heaven, man. America's hell. Okay? With a cherry on top.
Take the millstones and grind the meal. Uncover the locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. So
the Lord is ultimately causing what? And I think it's going to go into this well. Your nakedness to be shown, man. America is being seen for what it truly is. Who would have ever thought that people would be lining up for food pantries in America? The oh so great America, right? Let's make America great again. Is that not what the president says? You know? But this place ain't great, and it's not going to be great. You see what's going on with the whole... This place has been shut down in the span of months. It took hundreds of years to establish what you got now, and in the span of months it's been shut down. And people walk around as if everything is normal. How the hell can you walk around as if everything is normal? You know? They're getting ready to come down and kill you people. They're getting ready to kill you with viruses. They're getting ready to kill you physically. They're getting ready to chop your heads off. They're getting ready to throw you in concentration camps. You're not going to like it there. Ezekiel 21 and 7. Check that. All right. So we in that time, man. They're getting ready to do all these things. And what's the mindset people are in? How the hell can you still be in a mindset of folly? How can you still be relaxed? Your hairs on the back of your neck should be up right now. Your spiritual antenna should be up, looking for what's coming next. You should be out of your comfort zone, looking for what's coming next. All right, you shouldn't be in your comfort zone waiting for it to pass. It's not gonna pass. How can a storm pass if it didn't even hit yet? Okay.
Ezekiel 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem al-Shah, a sword is sharpened.
So the Most High said a sword is sharpened, man. Now is that an actual physical sword? No. All right, it's a metaphorical sword for Esau Edom. All right, the majority, the ruler of this world right now is Esau Edom. Look at whose face is on the dollar bill. Okay, they're the ones bringing that quote-unquote sword, man, and they're gonna slay old and young. All right, that's what Ezekiel 9 and 5. They're gonna slay old and young, rich and poor. It don't matter what you are. Now I mixed a little bit of revelation in there, but it's still gonna, you know, you ain't nobody's gonna be exempt, because it tells you in Proverbs 11 and 4 that riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay, so it doesn't matter how rich you are. You can't buy your life from the Most High. The Most High is only looking for righteousness, man, and this world is full of wickedness. Nobody's seeking the path of righteousness. So when evil comes upon this earth for the wickedness that they've been committed, who's going to get delivered, man? Okay, the Lord is looking for those who are seeking righteousness so that he can give them the righteous world that's coming. All right?
And also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
And we see the sharpening. Oh, yeah, we do. We got our eyes out, man. We see the sharpening. All right? Through their little policies, through their words, through their military, through their technology, we see the sword being sharpened. Okay? And when it's ready, Revelation 12 and 12, you're going to feel that great wrath, man. Go ahead.
Furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
So that's the question. Should we then make mirth? Is this the time to joke around? If you see somebody with a sword, he's looking at you, and he looks back at the sword, and he keeps sharpening it. And he looks at you, and he looks back at it, and he keeps sharpening it. You're gonna be standing there making mirth?
It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled.
So the Lord has given. So not only was the sword sharpened, it was given that it may be handled. Who's gonna handle it? What?
This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer.
To give into the hand of the slayer. So everything is ready. All right. All that's left now is the reaping. All right. How's it on that? Let's go back to
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So the Lord said he's not going to meet thee as a man. Okay? Let's go to hold that and go to Isaiah 63 and start at the top. Okay? The Lord said he ain't going to meet thee as a man. So how's the Lord going to meet this world? How's he going to meet this place, man? He's going to meet this place as an angelic force. The scriptures say he's going to roar like a travailing woman. Okay? That means he's going to come in great anger, and that roar is a war cry. Okay?
Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
So Isaiah seeing the vision, and he's asking, who is this? You know, that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra. Okay? Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red and
so then the Lord replied, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Who's he going to save? His elect. Okay?
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
So Isaiah like, so why your garment red? You know? Go ahead.
And thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone, and none of the people there was and none of the people there was none with me.
And of the people there was none with me. So the Lord said, so Isaiah asked him, so why your garment red? And he said, I've trotted the winepress alone enough for people, there was none with me. Okay? Because the Lord is coming. Yahweh Shai is not lazy. Yahweh Shai ain't going to just sit back and, you know, you do. He's going to get another work too, man. Because see, when he was getting crucified, he was the one going through it, man. All right? He was the one feeling the pain. And he's mad about it. You know? He's heated, man. And on top of that, look at how you treat his sheep. Okay? So when he comes back, he's angry and he's going to do something about it. He's carrying the wrath of the Father and his own wrath. Go ahead.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
And that's the kind of mindset that who the world calls Jesus Christ is coming with. So everybody loves Jesus. That's what he said he's coming with, man. Okay? He's coming to spill blood. But hold up, the Pastor Afori won't tell you that. You know? When has he ever brought out Isaiah 63?
For the day of vengeance is in my heart.
So the Lord is meditating on the day when he can come and get vengeance, man. Okay? He can get his revenge.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
And who's he going to redeem? He's going to redeem us. Lord willing, we of that number. Okay, the elect.
And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
It upheld me, man. So the Lord, before he calms down and everything starts, he's first coming with wrath, and he's going to use that wrath to completely annihilate this place, man. Okay, and what we're seeing right now are just little prelims until the real action, man. Okay, when we're in the peak of Jacob's trouble, that's when you're gonna see the action, man. Okay, that's when it's gonna be like being thrown right into the middle of the verge. Back in let's go back to Isaiah 47.
Isaiah 47 and 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
You got people walking around. You a grown ass person walking around with a little lion tail coming out from your jacket, with a little fur at the end. How you look? You a grown ass individual. You walking around with costumes on, man. What the hell is that about? You know? I mean, if you go, at least go all out with it. You dressed all normal. You turn around and there's a tail wagging at your ass. You know? Now, if you saw a real lion, he like, let me show you how it's done. You ain't gonna be standing there. Let's do a little. Man, let the Lord unleash an actual demon, man, and see how fast these people be on the run. You act like you want to see demons, but when the Lord actually unleashes demons, man, y'all gonna be scared as hell. You know, y'all gonna be scared as hell. Y'all gonna be ready to run. Man, people are funny, man. Go ahead.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
So ultimately, that's why this place is going down, because the Lord said America's not going to be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, it's not going to be called the Lady of Kingdoms anymore. People are looking at America like, what the hell is going on? Here it is, they're getting ready for a civil war. Elections coming, you got people buying guns. It's basically gonna be the purge out here in these streets, man. And they're gonna come to your house. People will come to your house, man. You know, and it's not, it's all fun and games till somebody actually kicks down your door. Till you start living in the movie, the first purge that came out, you know, it came to the dude's door, man. I forgot his name, Mr. something, you know. Them little rich white kids, the crazy ass arsenal, they came to his door nicely, you know. They were ready to quote unquote purge, as they call it their right. And those are them death angels, man. And they gonna come ready to purge. Because the scriptures say, in their fury they lay on sore strokes. Okay? To appease the wrath of him that made them. So they're not go the more you scream and the more you're in agony, the more they keep going, because what? They can please the Lord. Alright, they want to appease the Lord's wrath.
I just wanted to say as well, this also proves that we're the Israelites, because it says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hand. Now, when you look at those people who call themselves the Jewish people, when was they ever given to somebody's hand?
Right.
Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancients, as thou hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Right. So when they had us, which they still have us right now, okay, but they didn't have mercy on us, man. They whooped our asses whether you were 99 or whether you were 9. Okay? They whooped our ass the same anyway. They didn't care. The scriptures say they didn't consider the latter end. Okay? But now is the time. You thought you're going to touch the apple of the Lord's eye and nothing is going to happen to you? You see, you know what's going to happen? The Lord's going to allow these elites to start their agenda and go in one direction. And then once they collapse the society, all right, I was talking with the brother about it. Once they collapse the society, the Lord's going to jump in there and say, all right, thank you. Now you can get the hell up out of here. You know? You thought I was going to let you rebuild everything back up to how you like it? Get the hell out of here, bro. That's why it says in Job, when he's about to fill his belly, all right, because a part of his New World Order starts with breaking down the old world and building it back up in the New World. The global reset, they have what? That global debt reset system, you know? Where they're going to basically say that if you, they're going to basically say the economy is so bad that if we do not forgive everybody's debt, it's going to collapse. So they're going to come up with this initiative. They're going to change the stimulus checks that you've been getting to a universal income, universal basic income. Okay? Now, if you're going to have universal income, that means you're going to need universal currency. Okay? And they're going to tell you, look, participate in this this debt relief program, but when you join it, basically you lose ownership of all your property and all your assets permanently. Okay? And if you don't join it, they're gonna throw you in a concentration camp, and then they're gonna keep offering it to you, and they're gonna tell you if you don't want it, we're gonna keep you here forever. Now you know they ain't gonna be treating you right in the concentration camps because they want you to want to get out. Because when you want to get out, that means you got to come to them and join their program. So they're going to make sure your life is a living hell in those concentration camps so that you want to leave the concentration camps. They're going to make sure these next lockdowns are going to be so harsh, people are going to be begging for a vaccine. You got majority of the people say they don't want the vaccine, but when they bring the second lockdown, people are going to be crying for the vaccine, man. That's how bad it's going to get. They're going to release an actual deadly strain of the virus. Next thing you know, COVID-19 has mutated. COVID-21, COVID this, and it's actually killing people. All right? That's the times we're coming into, man. People are going to be helpless. People are going to be hopeless. They're not going to know what to do. They're going to be looking for answers. They're not going to know who to call. God, Jesus, Yeshua, Hashem, all these things, they're not going to know where to go, man. Because here it is, with all these things were happening, nobody sought the Most High. We out here warning you as to what's about to happen. You see what's about to happen. But these people are zombies. Man, that's it. And they hear it. Some of them will stop. And then they just keep going. But you know what happens each time? They get marked. Okay? So when all hell breaks loose, the Lord can give them a flashback. Oh God, why am I going through this? Flashback. See those men right there that you walk past? You should have stopped and listened. Okay?
Thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, and thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Right, so the elites think that all the other, see the prophecies that go in their favor of them, because of all both small and great to receive the mark, that prophecy, it's in their favor, so them prophecies, they're going to come to pass, we believe that. But when it comes to the part of the prophecy that they're going to go down, they think they're going to upset it. You know, you think you're gonna stop the Creator's plan? The Lord said His word doesn't go out void. Okay, everything else happened, but the one thing that's not in your favor is not gonna happen, and you gonna stop it.
Therefore, hear now this: thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
That's it. You know, thou that are given to pleasures. And because of that vibration, the people in here are given to pleasures. So much so that they can't stop to think for 1 second what is actually going on in the world. They're too consumed up in their pleasures. So when their pleasures are taken away from them, and hardships are swapped out for pleasures, the scriptures talk about finding salt water in the sweet. So when the things that they find pleasurable have now been turned to bitterness and sorrow, that's when they're going to want a dose of reality. That's when they're going to want to see, okay, now I'm ready to listen up. But nobody's ready to talk. You're ready to listen, but ain't nobody ready to talk. You're ready for some oil, but ain't nobody selling. Okay?
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
So that's proud as hell. You know? They think this place is never going to go down. You know? You're never going to lose. Everything is fine. All hell could break loose around the world, but America's invincible. You know? Nothing could ever touch this place. That's the pride that has deceived a lot of these people, man. Okay? Hold that and go to Isaiah 30 and start at verse 9. You know, these people have been deceived, man. They believe everything that Esau's media tells them, including Esau has controlled opposition, man. He has people that are agents that are their job is to come against him, okay, and make it look as though, oh, they have freedom of speech and oh, they're saying this, man. They're all controlled, man, and they use that so that people who are truly against them will look at the agents that are acting like they're against them and say, oh, we're on the same team. Next thing you know, they're disclosing their information to the agents. Go ahead.
Isaiah 30 and 9. This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Isaiah 30 and 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever. This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
So they don't want to hear the law of the Lord, and how is the law of the Lord going out? Through us. And they don't want to hear that. Okay? They're a rebellious people, lying children. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not. Unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Boom. All right? They don't want to hear what's right. They don't want to hear what's coming because it's too scary for them. But it's reality. Your best bet is to look, man. If they tell your ass you shower with cold water tonight, you better just start start dipping your toe in there, start cooling down your body temperature for it. You know, because the water ain't gonna become warm or hot. You know, oh, it's too cold. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me I'm showering with cold. What is gonna happen? What does it say in Romans 3:3? For what if some did not believe? Because you don't believe that's what's gonna happen. Does that mean that's how? Because you don't believe it's not gonna happen? Are you the Most High? No. The Most High believes it. I mean, he created it. You know, Yahweh believes it. We believe it. The angels believe it. So what the hell is your little incredulous ass or incredulous ass gonna do against these prophecies, man? Prophecy is more powerful than anything. You know why? Because prophecy is the word of the Lord. Okay?
Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path.
So they say, get you out of the way. We standing in the way, telling them, look, don't go that way because it's bad, it's dangerous. Oh, no, get the hell out, man. You know, they grab you and they push you out the way. When we're reproving these people, that's what they say to us indirectly. You know, man, get out of here, bro. I don't want to hear that right now. Because they don't want their conscience to be hurt. What's this guy? Yes. It's Halloween, you know? Yeah, he's going. I woke up this morning, that moon was bright as hell, man. I don't know if brothers saw it. All right, it was like 6 a.m. and it was that was a bright ass big old moon right in the sky. You know, full moon and everything, man, on Halloween. Okay, so you already know people gonna be, man. Spirits are gonna be active. Okay.
Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
See, so they don't want anything to have to do with Yahweh Bashem El Shai. You know, when we try to speak the words of righteousness onto them, whether it's in the form of rebuke or edification or exhortation, they don't want to hear it. Information, they don't care. All right, they want nothing to do with the Lord, because dealing with the Lord means stopping the things that you think are pleasurable unto you. Okay, and they don't want to do that. Why do you think they have Yahweh Shai crucified? All right, So let's go back.
Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection.
In their perfection. So these judgments that are going to come on this place is going to come in its perfection. Okay? The Lord is going if it's a plague, it's going to be it's going to be the worst possible plague that you've ever experienced. If it's civil unrest, it's going to be civil unrest to levels that you've never experienced before. That's what. Give me that in Daniel 12:1. Okay? Everything is going to come in its perfection. And the things that are coming are not good for this place. All right? They're not going to be beneficial to you people, man. Go on. It's amazing, man, how people can really be asleep, man. It's really crazy, man. But that's why these elites are able to run around rampant, all right, and bring about whatever policies they want to bring about.
Daniel's 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Okay? And that's the times that we in right now, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. Go ahead.
Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
So if you're not written in the book of life, you ain't gonna be delivered. If you're not written in the book of life, you should be worried about Jacob's trouble. You should be worried because your name is written in the book of death. Okay? That means you got a missile with your name on it, or you got a bullet with your name on it, or you got famine with your name on it, or you got whatever judgment the Lord got for you with your name on it. You know, we hope we're not a part of the number of the 2/3, because that's a dangerous thing.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
That's right. Because guess what? Ultimately, when all is said and done, people gonna die. But when they come back in the kingdom, all right, dealing with you Israelites, you're gonna have some of you who are gonna wake up with that shame, you know, with that embarrassment. In your mind, you're gonna be like, damn, man, that was me. You know, I used to, yo, the Lord, the prophets, you know, they were all trying to warn me, trying to tell me to get right. And look at how I reacted, man. Look at how I treated them. Look at the things I thought about them. You know? Look at the things I said about my own power, about my own people, about my own nation. You know? And you're gonna feel like, damn, but look at where I'm at. You're gonna feel a type of way when your whole shies around. You know? But I mean, eventually you get over it. Okay? Got you on that?
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
That's it, and that's the elect. Okay? We gonna man, our glory is gonna be in a whole nother level. See, that's why we're excited when these prophecies come to pass. You know? Because we know what's coming after these prophecies, man. Alright, what's coming after these prophecies is what? Is the kingdom. And what comes with the kingdom? All the blessings, all the glory, all everything, man. That's what comes with the kingdom. So yes, bring the prophecies, man, because right now we got Jacob, we got, you know, the full extent of Jacob's trouble to go through. You know, really we're waiting for the mark of the beast and the destruction, and then the kingdom is here. But once Jacob's trouble fully pops off, then we know that once that roller coaster ride starts in full effect, the only way it's gonna end is with the kingdom coming. You know, when World War III pops off, we out of here. A lot of people gonna die in it. You know, when them missiles, hey, they say it takes a missile like what, 13 minutes from Russia to New York. Now, if you hear that on your TV, you know, Russia just launched missiles, da-da-da, you got 13 minutes. Oh, sorry about that. The time it took to give you this announcement, now you really got 10 minutes. Where you going? You ain't going. Like, at that point, that's when people start to really realize, yo, damn, get me that, go to Revelation, I think 19, where it talks about those that were deceived, that have received the mark. It's almost at the last verse.
Revelation 19 and 20. Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies.
Now, who's the beast? The beast is the system, all right, which is made up of NATO and the EU, okay? And you got America, which for now, I should say, is at the head of it. Because we know, according to Revelation 17, that they're gonna turn around and blast America. They're gonna burn her flesh with fire, as it says in the precept. Okay, so the beast, the system, and the kings of the earth, all right, these different presidents, these prime ministers, these premiers, okay, go ahead.
And their armies.
And their armies, their militaries, their nuclear missiles, whatever arsenal they got, go ahead.
Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse.
And that's what, 2 Nations, the 13th chapter. And who was him that sat on the horse? Jump up to verse 11.
Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
Now what John was talking about, okay, was not an actual literal horse. Yahushua is not coming on Pegasus, okay? That horse represented the chariot that the Lord is coming with, okay? And it says a white horse, which white represents purity, and horse represents power. So that's how the Lord is coming back in pure power. That's why he said, I shall not meet thee as a man, okay? You ain't gonna be able to, nobody's gonna be able to touch the Lord, man. Go ahead. Or us, for that matter of fact.
And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doeth make war, he doeth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Why? Because he's going to come and take down the system, and crowns are worn by what? Kings, right? So if he has many crowns, that means what? He's going to take over the rulership of all these different kings. That's why when we get to verse 19, it talks about the kings of the earth. So really, we found out who won the battle in the previous verses. Because if the Lord got all these crowns on his head, that means that the crowns on his head, that means they're not on their heads. They're not on the heads of the kings. Because they're going to be destroyed. And that's the time we're actually in, man. All right? We're in a time where very soon, okay, and it's not 5 years, it's not 10 years, we're going to see this take place, man. We're going to see Revelation 12 and 7 take place, okay, with the war in heaven. We're actually going to be able to look in the sky and see chariots going forth, going back and forth, all right, blasting things. You know, Lord willing, we end up in a chariot.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name was called the Word of the Most High.
So that's why when you go to Isaiah 63, Isaiah said what? Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? Okay? Go on.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon the white horse.
And what are those armies? Jump from there to what was the other people? Which order? That's it. Drop that. So jump from Revelation, go to Psalm 68 and 17. All right, because it says the armies of heaven followed him, right? So we're gonna see who those armies are. Man, the Lord is coming with overkill. That's what it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be overkill. Yeah.
Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
In the holy place. So those are the armies, man. The thousands of angels. Okay? So now let's go back to Revelation 19.
Revelation 19 and 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen and white and clean.
So they also came in chariots. Because the Lord said, pursuant to Mark 13 and 27, that he's going to send out his angels to gather his elect from the four winds of heaven. All right?
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and tread the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Most High Almighty.
So he's going to rule them with a rod of iron. So when Yahushua comes back, well, what this world knows is the alien invasion. Yeah, there's going to be an alien invasion. FYI, if you knew or you don't there's going to be an alien invasion. And when that happens, it says he's going to rule them. So that means that Yahushua's going to rule, man. And he ain't going to just pull up, all right, I just came to take down Esau, and you know what, after that, let's let Moab come up. No. He's coming to take down Esau and put us in power. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Mm-hmm. Malak shall Malakim, while Adawan shall Adawan. Okay? King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Go ahead.
And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses.
Right, because there's going to be so many dead bodies, you're going to have these scavenger birds, these vultures, and these other birds that you see all around dead bodies, and they're going to come and eat. Okay, they're going to rise, kill, and eat. Go ahead.
And of them that sit
I had a
on
question.
them,
Does it actually say Lord of Lords and King of Kings on his thigh?
No. Yeah.
Oh, because
Nah. Yeah, there's people going around saying that Yahushua's going to come with a tattoo on his
Yeah.
thigh that says,
Yeah.
You're going to come with a tattoo that says, why the hell will Yahushua come with a tattoo when in the scriptures you ain't supposed to have printed marks on you?
Yeah.
Okay? It's short. Hey man, you know, it's just people out there that, and that's why Paul mentioned those that teach for contention's sake. You know, they don't teach for truth's sake. They don't teach for you to understand it. They'll just say something, but there's a reason why there's always there's back and forth. Because if somebody says something that's off, we gotta show the audience that no, what they're saying is off. This is what the scriptures actually say. Okay?
and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, small and great. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him.
So when Yahushua comes back, the system, the beast, these other countries, these kings, they all gonna stop whatever conflicts they got with each other. They're gonna see Yahushua, and Yahushua's gonna come with a big chariot, like Ezra said. So that everybody gonna see Yahushua, they're gonna see the other angels, and they're gonna say, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, we in trouble now. So that's who they're gonna be fighting. They're gonna turn their missiles, they're gonna turn the fighter jets, everybody's gonna go after Yahushua. And what did Ezra say? Upon the sudden, an innumerable multitude, all that was left was dust and smell of smoke. You know, these so-called UFOs that be flying around, people be like, oh, what is that? What's going on? It's all in the Bible. And when they come around and they really show themselves, they're gonna be destroying things, man, and people. Go ahead.
Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
Which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast. All right, so that beast got taken, the false prophet, the Catholic Church, the Vatican, all these different quote-unquote religious institutions that have been set up by Esau, they all going down too. You know why? Because they're going to help in promoting Esau's chip. They're going because a lot of people have their faith in these pastors and in their spiritual leaders, all right, which aren't really spiritual leaders at all. And they're going to bring out Romans 13, be subject to the high powers. They're going to tell them it's okay, you got to listen to what the government says. You know, you got to take the chip, you got to take the vaccine. You know, they're going to tell you all of that. The same way everybody say, oh, go vote, go vote. You dumbass people, man.
This guy from IUIC said it was okay to take the vaccine.
Oh, yeah. You know, you know, if you got to do it, you know, it's okay. Take it back. No, man, you can't. No, tell them no. Because at one point it doesn't stop. If you use it in the sense of, oh, use wisdom. Oh, it's your job, use wisdom. Come on, man. At what point is it going to stop? You're going to say that for the chip as well? Oh, it's your job, use wisdom. And that's why people made up the excuse to take the chip by saying that the chip is not the mark of the beast. Okay? What?
With which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast.
Right, so there's going to be people who are going to take the chip. And later on, they're going to find out this is the worst decision they could have ever done. But once you take the chip, once you've done the action of taking the chip, your ass is dead. You're done. You can't repent from taking the chip. Once that chip is in you, that action is committed, there's going to be consequences for it. Okay? Revelation 14 didn't say anybody that kept the chip. It said anybody that took it. So you can take it, cut off your arm, you're still going to get destroyed. But the Lord might not put they might put the spirit on you to not cut off your arm and keep the chip in there. Each time you try to take it out, something new comes up. You know? You're going to roast your ass alive, man.
And them that worshipped his image, these both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
And that's the nuclear missiles, man. And that's not going to be a fun feeling, man. Man, that's not going to be fun. You even touch a stove that's on, you know? You feel that burn, man, and that burn stings, and it stays there for a couple days. You know, the skin might get lighter around there. You know, you look at it like, damn, this shit right. You put water on it, it still hurts. And that's just a little portion of your finger, man. So how much more for nuclear missiles burning your whole entire body, man? That's what the Most High says he's about to bring to this place. Okay? And these people ain't ready. Go to Revelation. What you got saying?
Isaiah 46 and 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am power, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So all this destruction that's coming, this is the Most High's will. This is just going to please him. Destroying America is going to please him. Killing off 2/3 is going to please him.
That's right. Now you mentioned that what? He declares the end from the beginning. Go to Amos chapter 3, verse 7. All right, let's find out who the Lord told, all right, about these things that he declared. You know, because he declared the end, but what's going to happen in the end? Okay? Yeah, Amos 3, 7. Oh, no. He said he's going to be in like 30 minutes, so
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing but to reveal his secrets unto the servants the prophets.
So before the Most High does anything, he reveals his secrets to his servants the prophets. That's how we know the future. Because the one who declared what's going to happen told us, hey, this is what I'm going to do. So go and warn these people, and usually it's something bad. You know? It's a cause and reaction. They do wickedness. All right? So go to 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. All right? You doing wickedness, this is what I'm about to do to you. Go and warn them that if they keep on doing wickedness, this is what's going to happen to them. Okay? That's how we know the future, man. Because the Lord revealed it all to us. Not everybody, because Christianity been out here for the longest, but how come they can never go into the prophecies like that? Okay?
2 Chronicles 36 and 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
Start at 15.
2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 15. And the Lord power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending because he had compassion on his people.
You hear that? Because he had compassion on his people, so he sent his messengers, the prophets. All right? Go ahead.
Because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. Verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
So this is the reaction they gave. When the Lord offered help, all right, to them, this is the reaction they gave. They mocked us, all right?
And despised his words.
They despised the Lord's words.
And misused his prophets.
And they misused us.
Until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy.
So when those nuclear missiles come, there ain't gonna be no remedy for that. You either get hit or you don't. And people are gonna get hit. Because what? They cursed us out, they killed us, they persecuted us, they disrespected us, they disrespected the Lord, they disrespected the word of the Lord. So what can you do for people like that? How can you help them?
Proverbs, the first chapter, I think it's 120 verse, it says, "Why stretch out my hand, no man regard me."
Yep. They were none of my counsel. All right. Now let's go to Revelation 13 to 16 real quick, because that's what they're about to implement. I was in an Uber ride, and I asked the Uber driver. I said, "You know about this microchip that they're putting inside people?" No, you good. You know about this microchip that they're putting inside people? You know? And she's like, no, what microchip? I'm like, oh, you haven't heard about the chip. That's crazy, man. You got people that's going around like that. You know, that's the spirit. That's probably an angel standing right there. You know? Yeah, that's because you know how she stopped suddenly, too.
She's listening to music, too.
Huh? Yeah, she's listening to music, too, yeah. You know? That's why angel like, yo, hold on. Because I was like, you go ahead. She's like, nah. You know? Like, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Was it Balaam? I forgot what's his name. He was on a donkey. He was on his ass, and then the angel's in the front. So the ass is like, nah, I don't think I can go this way. He's like, yo, because he didn't see the angel. You know, he whooping the ass out. Yo, move your ass. You know what I'm saying? The ass is like, yo, there's an angel right there with a sword. What you mean move? You know, so the Lord see, the Lord can do things like that. He opened the mouth of the donkey to basically curse this guy's ass out. He said, what the hell you hitting me for? You know, I would go, but there's a, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. That's what you looking for?
Yeah, I got it.
You know? But yeah, that was probably an angel right there. The Lord did say what? The angels of the Lord encamped about, all right, they camp round about them that fear him. Okay? So we might not see them, you know, but they might, you know, they're there.
Revelation 13.
Yeah, Revelation 13. All right, we're going to go into it because... No, 13, 16. All right, because this is ultimately, like we said, what they going. So I was talking to the Uber lady, and I'm asking her, so you know, and I'm basically asking questions. So what you think about the whole pandemic? You know, all this stuff. And she's like, oh, it's crazy, but majority of people are under the impression of, like, they've completely fallen for Esau's tricks. You know, they're under the impression of, yeah, it's crazy, but you know, we just gotta keep wearing the masks, and you know, just keep social distancing, and everything will be all right. My God, you know what I'm saying? What's the point in even talking? You know, because you got to read people's spirits. Based on certain questions you ask them, you'll see if there's somebody that has some form of common sense who can actually question and go, you know what? I mean, they're saying wearing masks, but you know, you got to really see what people just, they don't. Number one, they don't have time to look into it. And number two, they don't care to look into it. So whatever Esau feeds them, that's what they're gonna take. They're gonna eat it right up.
There's a saying I was seeing on Facebook and Instagram. People say in the world of in the age of information, ignorance is not. We can't be ignorant.
Right. Right. It's not an excuse. You literally have every source at your fingertips, man. You can literally put your hand in your pocket, pull out a device, and whatever question you have, just type it in. That's why it's something called Google. All right. What is this? What does this do? All right. What are the effects of wearing a mask on your face for long periods of time? Is it beneficial or is it not? How can it affect your health? So on and so forth. You know, read up, man. Just study. But people, man, government says we should do it, so we're doing it. Governor Cuomo said we should do it, so I'm doing it. That's it?
Yeah, I got a precept. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope.
Right. So, hey, Paul said he would not have you be ignorant concerning them which are asleep. Of course, going to those that were dead. But being ignorant in general, when you're in this truth, you shouldn't, you know, there's certain things you shouldn't be ignorant of, man. The scriptures say, be not, water. Okay? So we have a duty to look into all these things, man. Especially when we know we're dealing with our enemy, we have a duty to look into these things. You know? If he brings out something, we gotta look. We know he's up to no good. You know? We like that old guy in his house that's always looking out his window. He knows there's that one stubborn kid in the neighborhood. So every time the kid come out his house, he got his binoculars, he's looking as to what he's gonna do, because he knows that kid is up to no good. He's like, the second this kid comes out his house, man, he's about to do something wicked, something bad. And that's us, you know? It's a whack example, but it's us. You know, every time Esau brings something new, we looking. Because we like, yeah, they're about to do something bad. You know, when they first brought the coronavirus, we knew, we like, look, they're going to use this and they're going to take it somewhere, man. Okay? All right, so let's put that because ultimately this is really what they want. They want to micro. And you know what's funny? Ask these elites, why do you want to microchip the world? You want control over the world, but why do you want to do it through microchipping? Why do you want to put a chip inside everybody? You know, so we can know where everybody is, we can have control over them. But of all methods you can use, why are you so desirous to put a microchip inside people? They can't even tell you why. It's because the Most High put it in their mind to be desirous to microchip people. He could have said we could have put an electric collar on everybody's neck. We could put an electric collar on everybody's neck. You know? Electric collar, if you misbehave, it blows off your head. People would have complied. Alright? But they said, no, we want to microchip specifically inside your head because what? The Lord had already set it up. That I'm gonna create, there's gonna come a time when I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Esau Edom be desirous to control everybody. And he's gonna want to do it through a microchip. So the reason you want to microchip everybody, ultimately is because the Lord put it in your spirit to want to do that. So how are you gonna fight against a power like that, man? You should really sit back and think about that. You know? Go ahead. Oh, Proverbs 21 and 1. Yup, exactly. You know, so it says what? He turneth it whithersoever he will. So whatever direction the Lord wants to turn it in, he's going to turn it in. Just like for World War III to start, the Lord said he's going to put an evil thought into the minds of these kings. And they're going to go to war, man. Okay? So that Middle East is going to get heated up. And it's going to come right here to America.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great.
So now this is Bible prophecy as to what's happening now, okay? Or what's about to happen very soon. People want to talk about, oh, the Bible this, the Bible that. We're about to read what the Bible actually says, okay? These are prophecies, meaning things that were set to happen in the future. And we're living in the future, so we're living in a time where these things are going to happen, all right?
And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right. So regardless of your status, okay, he calls us all to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, regardless of their status. Okay?
And that no man.
So now when you go up into that word mark, get on the blue letter here. Alright, we're gonna go into it because of course it's a mark. But what kind of mark is that? When you ask people, do you know what the mark of the beast is? They'll tell you, oh, it's 666, right? Or it's a tattoo. The mark of the beast is not a tattoo, all right? 666 is the number of the beast, but it's not the mark of the beast, okay? The mark of the beast, well, first you got to know what or who the beast is. And then you're going to find out what is their mark, okay? The beast is the system, okay? So what kind of mark can this system leave upon the population of the people? All right, that's going to brand them as belonging to the system. All right, it's that RFID microchip, man. Because how did the system tie everybody in? Through currency. All right, through currency, through buying and selling, and through transactions. That's how they get you hooked. That's why you have a social security number. That's why you have an ID card and a bank account. Okay, that's basically what identifies who you are. And it ties you to the system. That's how you stay on the grid. So let's go into the word mark.
So this is the word mark.
Strong's G 5480.
Charagma. It says a stamp and a printed mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist.
Right, but see, the thing is, the mark ain't going to be a stamp. It's not going to be on your skin. It's going to be inside your skin. Now, read the Strong's definition.
It says a scratch or etching.
A scratch or etching. Now, go on Google and type in etching. Okay, a scratch or etching. And you're going to find out that etching is a method that they actually use, and it deals with dealing beneath the surface. Okay? So that mark of the beast is going to be something that's going to be dealing with beneath your surface, man. Okay? Go ahead. What's the word?
It says etching, engraving, print. Oh, sorry. This is the definition. A print produced by the process of etching. Synonyms for engraving, print. Is says cut.
To cut. Now, the process of etching is where, if I remember correctly, they would basically see if we can find out what. Let's go down. No, don't put that first line. Read that the first line. I find out what etching is.
It says etching is traditionally the process of using strong acid or mordant to cut into the unprocessed parts of a metal surface.
So you're gonna cut into the unprocessed parts of a metal surface. Go ahead.
To create a design in talago incised in the metal.
Incised in the metal. So an etching is an incision in order to leave the design under the surface. So the mark of the beast is likened onto an etching, because what do? Go back to the blue letter and look at the root word of charagma. Charagma is the process, okay? The process of going beneath the surface and leaving whatever it is you're gonna leave under the surface, okay? That is what etching is. Here. It's what, carats? Carats.
It says a pale or state. A pale or state.
Palisade? Right. So when you look at the needle, which is the delivery system, okay? Because what do you use? Like back in the day, what would they use to scratch? They would use a pail or a stick. Like if you want to make a scratching in the tree, because it has what? It has a sharp, pointy end, and that's what you're going to use to cut the surface. Okay. So in this sense, that carats, or the delivery system is going to be the needle. And what is the needle going to do? The needle is going to allow you to cut beyond the surface. The needle is what you're going to use to perform the action of etching, okay, of getting beneath the surface. Now look up the root word of carats. Because it may look like a quick process when you look at it on YouTube or how people get the chip, all right, but it's a 3-step process, all right?
The root word of that is grapho.
Grapho.
To write with reference to the form of the letters.
All right, so to write with, all right, or information. So now, what they do is they get your hand, right? Maybe they get a nice little wipe. They wipe it clean, right? And then they get the little needle thing, and then they grab your skin nicely, okay? And then they put the needle to cut. That's the incision, okay? That's the charagma, the incision. So now the needle is cut into your hand, all right? It is past the surface of your skin, so it can pierce through. But what did they use to do that? They use what? The carats, or the delivery system, all right? Which is shaped like a palisade, all right? Or a pail, or whatever the word was. And that's the needle. So they use that to perform the incision. And then when they push the needle, what are they pushing? They're pushing the chip in there. What does the chip carry? The chip carries the information. That's the graphic. Okay? Whether it's your social security number, your documents, your bank ID, all right? Your blood type, okay? Your medical records. That's why when they scan the chip, they can get all the information. That's the graphic. That's the information.
Some definitions here. It says,
for what? Grapho, okay.
Letters on a tablet, parchment, paper, or other material.
And that's what? Information, okay? You use letters to form words which form sentences so that you can convey a message to somebody. All right, go ahead.
It says, by writing in a written epistle to give information.
You hear that? So they're gonna perform an incision, all right, with a device that's going to leave information under the skin. And that's the process of the chip. The microchip carries all the information. When you're watching these trailers, they tell you that. You know? What would it be like to have your bank, your keys, your all that? Listen, when you do anything digitally, that's a transfer of information from the receptor to whatever it is scanning. Okay? So when you go to make a transaction and they put the phone to your chip, guess what? Your chip is transferring information, all right, to the phone. So if you're buying something, your chip is transferring your credit card or your debit card information to the phone. It's the equivalent to putting your chip inside the register device and pressing the pin or swiping. Okay? But this time it's going to be by way of a chip. So that's one thing. That's how it's actually going to be installed. Okay? So now let's go back to Revelation 13 and let's read 17.
Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell.
So now with this mark, after the process has been done, Okay, after they've cut the surface, they've done the incision with the needle, and they've put the chip in there. Okay, now if you don't have, or you haven't undergone this process, all right, it says no man might buy or sell. So that means this mark has to do with buying and selling. Okay, go ahead.
Save he that had the mark.
So if you don't have this mark, you cannot buy or sell. I'm gonna repeat it again. If you do not have this mark, you cannot buy or sell. In the previous verse, we just explained that the process of getting the mark is a physical thing. Okay? Even if it's a brain chip, you see what Elon Musk is doing. They actually have to cut into your head and then put the chip in there. Okay?
That no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark.
So now, what does that mean? That means if I don't have this chip, all right, I can't buy or sell. So that means that the mark is going to have to do with what? Buying and selling, right? And what do you use to buy and sell? You use currency, okay? So the mark has to be a form of currency. Now we know it's not paper dollars, because dollars are not inside us, okay? We know it's not credit cards, because credit cards are not inside our heads or in our heads, okay? And we know damn well it ain't a philosophy, because you know, what doctor ever cut somebody's hand open and put a philosophy in there? That's not even possible, you know? What are you gonna go to the store and they're gonna ask you, excuse me, are you a Christian? Oh yeah, I'm a Christian. Oh, okay, that's on the house. You can get that for free. Number one, how they gonna verify you a Christian? What if you just say you are? It says you can't buy or sell except you have the mark. Okay? But people are buying and selling right now.
Just some different translations for that. This is the NLT. It says, same thing, Revelation 13:7. It says, and no one could buy or sell anything without the mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name.
So no one can buy or sell anything without the mark. All right? Today, I could be a Muslim, I could be a Christian, I could be an atheist. If I have a credit card that has money on it, I could buy and sell. Okay? Meaning what? I have the currency, so I can still buy and sell, man. So now please explain to me, if the mark is not the chip, which is the new currency, which they want to institute with this great reset, this global reset, then what the hell else fits the description? What else that if you don't have, you can't buy or sell? Plus, it's a physical process to get it instilled in your body. It has to be with your body, because it said your hand on your forehead. Okay? So what else fits that description? The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man. And they're gonna make it mandatory, and you're gonna see it in your everyday life, man. You're gonna go to the store, and you're gonna see people buying and selling with the chip, man. All right? They go, beep, and then they keep it going. And here you are in line, like, oh shit, you know? Or you might realize it while you're in line about to get chipped. You know, like people about to get lining up to get new sneakers.
The reality of that is happening right now, man. A lot of people are just tapping and going.
Yeah.
You know, they tap the token booths at the subways. Okay, they tap your wallet. You could just tap your wallet, and you can pay for your groceries at the store right now. So that's going to be a step. The reality is here. All right, y'all dealing with the mentality of the chip right now, but the reality is slowly creeping in right now too. You know, I asked my son last night, like, yo, what you gonna do when the money fails? Is you gonna take the chip? He said, yeah. And that's my own flesh and blood son. But I looked at him like, I was like, oh, that's the Lord, man. I can't do nothing about it. Ain't no kind of pressure I can put on you to convince you that this is the wrong move. Because as much as I talk to him, he still got that philosophy, man. So I'm like, look, a lot of y'all gonna get that chip and y'all don't even know it. And y'all think that credit card and banking systems is everything that right now. Trust me, that's just the stepping stone toward the prelude toward you getting implanted.
Right. But you know what? Ultimately, they don't see taking the chip as a bad thing. They don't see it as a grave infraction of the Heavenly Father's laws. They think that taking the chip is normal. So that's why when you tell them you're gonna take that chip, oh yeah, I'll take the microchip. They don't see how it's a bad thing, you know. But when the Lord starts killing people, they're gonna, oh my gosh, yo, what's going on? And now they're gonna be seeking some form of protection, but they're gonna realize that no matter what, because you already took the chip, it's too late. Then they're going, oh shit, oh, this is why I shouldn't have taken boy, it's too late. It's too late. And we're gonna read the judgment for taking the chip.
Revelation, let me start. Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city.
So you gonna disobey the Lord, you're gonna take a chip so that you can function in a society that's collapsing. What's that about? How stupid you gotta be? You're gonna take the microchip to live in a society that's about to go down. How long are you gonna spend in this society buying and selling?
Alright? Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
You hear that? Or in his forehead or in his hand. Or it said the right hand in Revelation 13, so I'm gonna take it in my left hand and I'm gonna be good. You know? Or I'm gonna take it in my bicep, you know, and I'm gonna be good. It said in his hand or in his forehead. Really any part of your body. Okay? What's gonna happen to them?
Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
And what is that? All right?
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So Yahushua is going to be here. The elect are going to be up in them chariots. You're going to be down here burning. The angels are going to be up there. Yahweh is going to be up there. And they're going to be looking right down at you. Like I'm looking right up at a chariot. All right? They're going to be looking right down at you while you burning, man. You know? Go to Zechariah 12 and 14, or 14 and 12. I always get that mixed up.
I'm betting on the underdog, man. The Yahushua is the top dog. And y'all betting on the underdog. Y'all laying y'all chips down on somebody who's definitely gonna get knocked out in a fight. You want to put your money against somebody or on somebody that you know is going to win. Right. You're not going to bet against the loser because you're going to lose your money. But y'all putting your money into a losing force, man. Okay? And y'all got faith in this system, and this system shows you that it's failing all the time, man. Your economy is failing. Your law system is failing. Your health is failing. In all endeavors, it shows you that this system that we got made up, the infrastructure is failing, man. You check out the bridges and tunnels, man. Them shits need repair. Them shits is 100 years old of damage, man. Y'all treading on thin ice.
Okay, like you said, they betting on the wrong. That's like Mike Tyson in his prime against Joe Biden. You know, in the ring.
Right, and you gonna put your money on Joe Biden. He's a fool for that, man. Quick precept, Revelation 13 and 4. And they worship the dragon, which gave power onto the beast. Okay? And that's y'all government. Y'all worshiping the government, and the beast is goddamn Edomites, the devils, man. Okay? And they worship the beast, saying who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with them. So y'all got y'all money on a system that y'all think is, they got the Space Force, or they got the Air Force, they got the Navy. Nobody could beat America. Y'all bugging, man. Y'all don't realize that these dudes is the weakest of the link, man. When it come down to it, because all these other nations gonna bomb these motherfuckers, and y'all gonna be sitting back, y'all gonna be laying and like, yo, where's the power that we thought y'all had? And they ain't even there.
Right. Yeah. They trusted in Egypt just like they did back then. Now what happened when you trusted in Egypt back then? You got messed up, man. Because when you needed Egypt, when them Babylonians ransacked and you needed Egypt, Egypt was nowhere to be found, man. Because they were also getting their ass beat, you know? You know, but you people are through, man. You betting on the wrong thing, man. You know what it is? They haven't seen the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they don't know who they're going up against. That's why they're talking all that shit and, you know, oh yeah, America, we're gonna be here, we hoping for it to get better. Look, man, get your mind out of this place, man. It's not getting better. It's gonna get destroyed. The house is on fire. All right? The firefighters ain't coming. You waiting for the firefighters, but the firefighters ain't coming, man. The house is meant to burn down. Okay? And this place is burning, man.
Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
You know what I'm thinking about? Terminator 2. The scene where, what's that, Sarah Connor holding on to the fence, and that shoe was just burning, man. Burning, man. And you people love to use your eyes and your mouth, right? For many purposes. Well, guess what? The Lord said, read that. What's going to happen to their eyes?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yeah, your beautiful skin. Oh, my skin. It's going to burn off of you. Okay? Go ahead.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Imagine what that feels like. You know? And the Lord said he's going to leave the spirit in there for you to feel it. So don't think it's going to be instant death.
Oh, yeah. When you watch Terminator 2, even when she was like a skeleton, she was still screaming.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Because the spirit, the Lord left her spirit there to feel the burn. You see, the spirit naturally, innately, it leaves your body once your body's uninhabitable. Once the spirit can't dwell in the body, you go. That's what they call death. And you go into the spirit world. All right, it's the spirit. It's dark materials. All right.
Yeah, that's the spirit. It's dark materials. And in another scene in another movie, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. You saw when the Nazis had discovered they stole the Ark, the golden Ark, and he touched it, and his flesh melted away. It was like the flame, the intensity of the energy of the Ark. I think when they opened it, it just melted away his eyes. His eyes went sizzled in his skull. His flesh
I remember that.
burnt right off. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
There was a spirit, like a spirit came out of the ark, and it just started going all around. And Indiana Jones, the girl, was like, close your eyes and don't look. And then the spirit just was killing everybody. It was like a laser beam going through everybody's body, and then the three main evil things just melted them.
That's about to be this place, man. Hey, that spirit, the bus said his dark materials, the new world awaits.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see all that.
Yeah,
I saw
on
the
the
dark
bottom part,
material.
yeah.
Oh,
New world awaits, man.
That's right.
It's everywhere, man. The signs are everywhere. Okay? You people about to get got, man. Lord gonna have us disappear. When all this happens, he's gonna have us disappear somewhere, man. And y'all just gonna be in it, going through it, man, non-stop. Okay? Like it says, it's gonna be as if a man ran from a lion and a bear met him, and then he ran from the bear and put his hand on the wall and a snake bit him. You know? You gonna get got on every avenue, man. You don't care right now, but when you care, the Lord is not gonna care. We not gonna care. Okay? Don't come to us in that day, man. You people, man, I mean, it's amazing. You know? It's really amazing that even in this time, with all the things going on, the trailers, the movies, the predictive programming, the lockdowns have already been announced. But people are not inquiring, man.
focus is
I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys see in the chat that I posted on Instagram that thing with the Joker scene.
I didn't see it.
Where the character, the Joker, was sitting in laying in his bed, and then when you listen to the TV, what it was saying talking about all these people, and basically the message that they were showing through the Joker movie was like, you see how people are protesting right now? In the movie, everybody had clowns. Right. So basically, the elites look at everybody protesting as clowns, and basically Thomas Wayne is like the Joe Biden or the Donald Trump. Like, look, I'm just gonna help these people. I'm here to help these people, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to help them. So these elites look at you people as clowns protesting, and they put that right there in the movie.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because we look at you as clowns. You know, because what are you supposed to accomplish with a protest? Please tell me how that works. What? You go to your oppressor, and then you put up cardboard signs and yell at the top of your voice, and then magically something goes off in your oppressor's head. Jacob Rothschild gonna wake up like, yo, they're protesting? What do they need? Okay, you want equality? You want us in slavery? You want chains on our necks? Give me the shackles. Put it on his neck, goes on all fours, and comes up to your ass, right? What you want, reparations? Give him my whole bank account. What else you want? You want to stop gunning you down? Give them the guns and let them gun us down. Like the elites are gonna do that. Because you standing out their doors yelling some BS, they're gonna come out and they're gonna give you all their riches, they're gonna give you themselves, and they're gonna give you their rulership. I mean, we're talking about the same people that put your ass in slavery and look at you as less than a human. But they're gonna allow you, the slaves, to come and run them. Just because you asked nicely. Or because you wanted to protest. I mean, please explain to me. So why shouldn't we look at you as clowns? What do you all gain from protesting? What does that do for you? You know? It's nothing. It does nothing for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
What I was saying is, y'all look forward to these people to try to bring out those kind of results that y'all looking for by voting, and y'all looking like fools for that, man. Y'all looking like PLT fools. Did y'all bring out Deuteronomy 17?
No,
You know, the Lord ain't have us set up to be voting out here for y'all people, man. Because all it's two sides of an evil coin, man. The double-headed coin, a double-headed sword. Either side you get, Democrat or Republican, man. All right. So when y'all do that, man, y'all making us look like fools, and y'all going against the ways of the Lord, man. It's Deuteronomy 17. I'm trying to okay, I'll bring it back.
all right. Yeah, man, but just like you said, man, they look like a bunch. You look like a bunch of idiots, man. Okay, you turned your back on the Lord. You're deceived by the enemy who's getting ready to tear your ass up. You know. So where are you, man? You stuck in the truth. The Lord is coming at you on one side, and Esau's coming at you on the other side. Where you gonna go to? Are you gonna run to the devil from the Lord, or are you gonna run to the Lord from the devil? Both of them want to kill you. You know. You made enemies. You made enemies out of the devil and the Lord, you know, which he controls both of them anyway. But you see how bad of a position you in, man? Just by your ignorance alone, you made enemies out of the Lord.
Deuteronomy 17 and 15. The Lord, this Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me.
Of thy brethren.
Right. So these heathens that y'all are voting for is not Israel, man. So at the end of the day, when y'all think y'all getting appointed somebody that's better than Trump, all y'all doing is just voting for another Trump.
Right.
Unless y'all gonna vote for Kanye, and y'all make it seem like he the craziest idea that y'all could think of, but that's Israel.
Right.
At least you choosing Israel over before you choose these damn heathens, man. But y'all up there listening to these damn debates, and y'all thinking that it's the lesser of two evils. It's the same evil, man. It equals the same evil. So when you think that you did your duty, and the BET Awards was the whole thing was vote. Every artist that performed, and every tone that they was bringing was, we gotta vote, get Trump out, and that's subliminal, man. Like, I don't really watch BET at all. I just look at it to see how far we have come to being sheeple according to how this system wants y'all to be ran, man. Y'all running into the same direction, like a herd of cows. They got fences put up there for them to go a certain way, and they'll just follow that fence. They won't go past that fence, man. And y'all sit up there and do all this voting and shit. It's depressing, man. Just like I see they got a whole Halloween event right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of our people with that shit, but you know who the advocators of that stuff, man? Esau's behind those tables, pushing out those bags and giving out water to entice people to come and deal with their philosophies, man. Their fornications, man. All right? And all y'all doing is just falling right into the trap. Instead of dealing with this truth and waking up and realizing that you Israel, man, and stop doing the shit that they set out here for y'all, like the voting and these holidays, man. All right? So like I said, man, that's what Deuteronomy 17 and 15 is about, man. We're not supposed to be voting for nobody that's not us. The Lord sent a prophet for us. Y'all should be voting for us. If that's the case, one of the elders or one of the apostles should run for a damn president. But we already know this place is finished, man. We ain't gonna be the kings of their system. This is Babylon. If anything, if y'all don't vote, there will be no kings, and that'll be quicker getting us out of here, man. Because the more the unjust or the more lawlessness that takes place, man, civil unrest and all that, the system will fall. And that would mean the end of this place, man. We already getting to the end of it, but it's the Lord's time. We gonna come when He come, and y'all gonna find out the hard way.
That's right. Yeah. What people need to realize is whether the president doesn't determine what the future events are. You go wrong when you think that your president. And number two, you ain't even voted for the president. The Electoral College does that.
That's right.
So vote. If the Electoral College representative says, no, I'm thinking, we're gonna go with this guy. What does your vote matter? I walked my cold ass over there to the polling station on Tuesday, and I voted for Mr. Biden. It don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something to keep you occupied. It's just something to distract the kids, basically. That's how these elites look at you. Give them something to fight over, so nobody looks up and says, "Hold up, hold up, Biden, Trump, they both controlled by the same person." They gotta keep you down here. They gotta keep your head like this, because if you look up, you're gonna see what they're really doing. You know, and they got it perfectly, man. You know why? Because it tells you. Go to Romans 11:7 real quick. All right. There's a reason why a lot of people are blinded, right? Very soon you're going to be hearing a lot of these ambulance trucks. There's going to be no more. It's going to be a thing in the past. You know, in certain cities, you're going to have certain cities that are going to be no man's land. All right, it's just going to be dead zones. You know.
So when the grid goes down, man, the electricity, the dispatch ain't going to get the word out to these agencies. The emergency hotline is going to be dead because there ain't no phones.
Right.
So who's going to be able to know it's a fire on 138th Street? So that shit just going to burn, man. All you want to hear is yells and screams, man. People that's being slain in these streets, man. That's it. All you going to hear is a loud cry. You ain't going to hear no sirens at all, man.
I mean, you know them sirens are not automatic, right? You know, the fire truck doesn't just automatically, it's not a transformer. You know, it just transforms and then goes and does the job. There's people driving it. There's firefighters in it. Now, what firefighter is going to be trying to put out a fire in your building when his family's in danger and he knows he got to protect his family? What cop is going to come and protect your wicked-ass neighborhood when he knows that his neighborhood is in danger? That dude going to throw the badge down like, what the hell? What? 20, oh, that's where my wife is at. That's this, I'm over there. You know, they need me more than, you know what I'm saying? Now, keep in mind, because they show you that in the movie World War Z. There was a scene where, he was robbing the store, and then the cop came in there, and everybody else robbing, but he's like, and the cop just ran past him like, I ain't worried about you, man.
I'm doing my damn self. He had to get Pampers for his baby. He was getting baby food and Pampers, and he thought the cop was coming to arrest him. He was like, man, do what you do. I'm getting this shit.
That's it.
The grid gonna go down. People gonna start working, man. Yep. Ain't no MTA. Ain't gonna be no buses. Ain't gonna be no trains running. Okay? It ain't gonna be no cops out here trying to rescue nobody or serve and protect. If anything, they gonna be serving, protecting, and docking themselves, right?
And they got, hey, but you know, everybody got guns now, you know? Now, keep in mind, because cops get paid. Cops don't do the job for free. There's a reason they put on their badge every day, because they get paid. So now, if ain't nobody to pay the cops, what cop is going to go out there? Yeah, you know, just another day at the job. No, man. No, man, hell with all that, man. They're actual people as well, you know? So you got to keep in mind, man, it's going to get once it gets chaotic out here, man, like I said, everybody got a gun nowadays. We don't carry guns, all right? That's because what the hell we need a gun for? Show me the verse that the Lord said, go buy guns because you're going to need it. You know, nah, we relying on the Lord, man. So we're not dealing with that kind of stuff, okay? Now, if you look, if where you at is what's legal, and you legally own one, that's your business, you know? But over here, we're not going, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to have a brother. You might want to consider buying a rifle, try to get that AK, and I'm going to hold on to the RPG. No, man. What, the troops going to come in and how many, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many troops going to blow away, and how much ammo can you really buy? You don't know how to shoot a gun. You got all these women going to gun stores. I was watching the news brief of it, all right? The elder brother Amuang Gabar did a video on it, and you got these women. They got this Judite woman with a big ass shotgun. You know what I'm saying? She's standing there like she's ready or something. You know, she got the gun. She puts it down. She picks it up. She goes like this. I'm pretty sure if she pulled the trigger, that shit would have came right back into her face. They don't know how to use it. You know, they want to act like it. Like, what you think you're gonna be? What is some action? What? Tomb Raider? You know what I'm saying? They think they're gonna be Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. You know, she doing backflips, pulling the guns out, reloading mid-air, pound. That's not real life.
That's what your head. You thinking, oh, you know, this woman power feminist shit, and it's like you never been in a situation like that in your entire life.
You got the RBG, the red, black, and green militias. They empowering these women and think that we got the manpower or we got the gift of the sword, but we don't, man. The guns that's outside is primitive, man. Your enemy got weapons that, man, they can shoot a gun from around the corner and that shit, the trajectory to change, and you don't even see your target. And them little niggas is shooting me from around the corner, man. So y'all dealing with primitive weapons. How you gonna shoot at somebody that's 2 blocks away from you, around 2 blocks down, and they launching shit at you, man? That shit is like bringing a stick to a fucking gunfight, man. That's what we got in the street term. When you got a long rifle or AK or something, they call them sticks, man. So y'all playing with sticks and stones, man. When them niggas is playing with fucking laser guns and shit. Them niggas got radiated waves.
Microwave weapons.
Yeah, microwave LRAD, man. Niggas hit you with sonic waves to bust your eardrums, man. All they gotta do is drive down the block with a speaker with that siren, that sound, that high pitched sound. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging, man. It's okay. You can have a gun for sport or whatever if that's what you was into, if that's what you do, and you're not using that as the ways of your salvation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you might have a gun in your house just to have it because you a gun collector or whatever. But you don't use that as your means of salvation because you're losing the faith of the spirit of the Lord in the spirit of the Lord, man. We gonna be saved through the Lord rescuing us, man. Not no damn sword, not no modern day sword.
Right. Y'all trying ain't going to post to teach us how to use a gun. You gonna say something?
Oh yeah, you know that robot dog that he got?
Darker made the warhound. It's called the warhound.
Yeah, that they
robot dog like it's for military. And yo, the shit is computerized, but it's also armor proof, man. I mean, like it's that shit
radiation. They used it to test the radiation images on Chernobyl. So now, if that could sense radiation, what makes you think that they can sense your body?
Oh they're gonna be chasing you for miles. You turn around, the dog is still there. You done cut zigzags in 20 different blocks, and the dog is still right behind you. You like, how the hell? Because they track it. Hey, they show you that in Black Mirror. There's an episode of Black Mirror where there's this tiny robot-looking thing, and I mean, this robot followed this guy, and I mean, he wasn't even like cities like this. It was like through a valley or some mountaintop somewhere. I think it was a woman, and she was injured. She finally found a cave somewhere she was hiding. The robot stopped. It connected to a satellite, and then it basically everything around it became black and white, and it became like grids, like little squares, and it was able to pick up on her trail and her heat signature. Okay, man, and that robot, it freaking grew legs and started chasing this. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, and fast tail too. That shit was just coming after the lady, man. So, yeah, Black Mirror. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah, Black Mirror. Check it out.
Drones. They got, the Amazon drones that deliver packages.
Yeah.
They got drones with guns around them.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? They fly down, swoop down, shoot you in your damn house through your window, man.
What you gonna do?
They also got they came out last year. They got like the hovercraft or something, like almost like the Green Goblin thing.
Oh yeah,
one man
glider type.
How you gonna fight that shit like that? Like, come on, Jake gonna use it. How you gonna fight with somebody in air gliding? You going?
Right.
Like,
Jake can't even shoot straight in front of them. You know. Now wait till they bring out the super soldiers. He looks regular, right? He's coming up to you, shooting him, bam, like some Terminator shit. What you gonna do then? I mean, you need to understand that you are outmatched. All right, you're not Scarlett Johansson. You're not Black Widow. You ain't gonna jump and do flips on somebody's neck and then disable them and shoot them. That's not happening. That's movies, man. Even she don't do that in the movies. She got a stunt double that does that for her. Okay, it's all movies, man. You're not as tough as you think you are. We know we're not tough. That's why we call on our power, because our power is tough. All right, the scriptures say the Lord is a man of war, and we know that. Okay, so when the war pops off, we're gonna run to our father and our big brother, since they're the men of war. You know, we're not coming out here boasting how tough we are. You know, we boast in the Lord. You boast in your guns. So let's put that to the test and see who succeeds, man. Your bullets ain't gonna do nothing. They show you that in the movie The First Purge. When I think it was Dimitri and his crew, they brought the unmanned drones and killed all of them. If Dimitri wasn't under that car, he would have been dead too. They had guns on them. You know what I'm saying? They had everything. They ready, right? It took seconds, man. He came up from under the car, they were all dead. All dead, man. So that just goes to show you, because all this is experiments, man. Okay? That's like if like 10 ants swarmed together, they started walking towards you. You know what I'm saying? They little ass gonna be like, yo, we got 10 of us here, and we ready to, you know what I'm saying? You gonna look at them like, you know, like it's a joke, and that's how Esau looks at you, like you a joke. You know, our blessing is not the sword. Our blessing is not carnality. The scriptures clearly tell you a carnal mind, all right, is enmity with the Most High, and it really leads to death. All right, you kill by the sword, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Okay, we don't live by the sword, we live by the Spirit, as the scriptures say. Okay, you got that in Romans?
Romans 11:7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
So Israel hasn't obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, and ultimately, guess what? We really hope and pray that we are the elect, but we know that we obtained something. You know what I'm saying? We obtained this fruit. You know, and very, very soon we're gonna start seeing, we're gonna start reaping the benefits of this truth. Beginning, really we reaping it right now, but it's gonna amplify come Jacob's trouble. Okay? Because a part of the benefits is give me Isaiah 65 and 12. Okay, a part of the benefits, and Rebecca Shaw, give me Job 5th chapter. Alright? A part of the benefits is being delivered from the death that's coming out here. That's a part of the benefits, okay? But that's why the Lord said, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen." You're gonna know, number one, who had the truth. You're gonna know who was in the truth, and you're gonna know who the elect of the Lord are, because they're gonna be eaten, they're gonna be protected, they're gonna be safe, they're not gonna be worried. All right.
Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
So you forsake the Lord, okay? You of the mindset that, you know what, to hell with that. I guarantee you majority of these people walking down the street are not thinking of the Lord. They got no prophecies on their mind. They're probably worried about cardinal things. Oh, I gotta go to work, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I gotta go home and, you know, see what's going on here. Or, you know, I wonder what's happening with this person. You know, or, you know, I didn't even pay this person back. Oh, shit. You know, that's their main problems. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter.
The Lord's going to number you to the sword, so he's not going to miss one. Okay? Everybody's going to be numbered, man. This person gets killed over here on this day, this way. This person gets killed over here on this day, this way. All right? Starve this person to death. Have him let his right leg get chewed by a lion, but let him live. And then let him run and let him get eaten to death by a cannibalist. Okay?
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
And how did the Lord call? By us coming out here and pushing His word, man. Matthew 10:20. It is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father that speaketh within you. Okay, go ahead.
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
All right, so what's going to be the consequence?
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Shah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
So when that stomach starts growling, you're going to start thinking. You know, you're going to start remembering, and you're going to start regretting.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty.
You're going to be looking like Squidward from SpongeBob. There was a scene when they landed in the bushes, and SpongeBob had a clam, him and Patrick, and then, you know, the clam, some way, somehow, brought the food. You got Squidward's dumbass over there, he talked, you know, he was too proud to ask, you know? I mean, this dude, a little beard, black ass lips, all busted up and everything, looking anorexic with his long ass tentacles, and he's just in the corner, ripped up shirt and everything, like, and you look, and, you know, he's trying to do his own thing, and you can tell the scent from the food is just massive by his nose. And he got to the point, he's like, all right, fuck it, I gotta go ask him, because I'm hungry as hell. So he goes to SpongeBob, you know, you think I can ask him? He said, no, you gotta ask the clan. You know, it ain't up to us, you gotta ask the clan. So you ask the clan, yo, can I have some of this? Can I have some of the sausages? No. Can I have some of the sandwiches? No. Can I have some water? No. What can I have? Nothing. You're like, what the? That's gonna be you people, man. Go to you, yo, can I have, ask the Most High. Hey, you can see a brother with maybe a bucket of chicken, right? And you like, man, I know if I ask him, he ain't gonna give me none of that, man. And I can't ask the Most High, so I'm gonna steal the shit. So, you know, you plot on the brother, you see the brother walking, and you just run high, you steal the bucket and you running, you know. Next thing you know, you reach your hand into the bucket, it turns into a bucket of maggots, you know. You like, oh shit, what the fuck? If the Lord said you ain't gonna eat, you not gonna eat. Okay? You can have the food in front of you, but it could turn into something else. You ain't gonna eat. The same way the Lord can turn stones to bread, he can turn bread to stones. You know? So you're not going to eat. If the Lord said you're gonna die, you could be walking with me like this. And a boulder could drop and cut you and squish your ass, and I could just keep walking, man. You know? Or we could be walking and a bullet just shoots you in the head. If the Lord says you're gonna die, you're gonna die. You know, you're not gonna challenge the Lord. The Lord said I'm gonna get shot, but you know I'm saying I'm gonna weave the bullet. No. You know, the Lord is very specific, man. So your only option, your only hope is to be in favor with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because once the Heavenly Father says no, that's it. He says yes, that's it. You know, it doesn't matter how severe the famine is. The Lord said he's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. If the Lord got to turn air to food, he's going to turn air to food. You know? Don't underestimate the power of the Lord, man. Both on the right hand and the left hand side. All right? You looking for that?
Job 14 or 15. 5, chapter 5, all the way down to come back to this.
Yeah. Thanks for this.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
So the Lord said no matter what comes our way, he's going to deliver us, man. Okay? Even going into the nuclear missiles, he's going to deliver us. All right? So that's why we're not worried. We out here boldly proclaiming these things. I mean, we're talking about death here. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about people starving to death. We're talking about people getting shot to death. We're talking about people getting thrown in FEMA camps. We know some of us might get thrown in FEMA camps, but we still ain't worried. Because the Lord told us not to fear. All right? So like we just read, he can deliver us, right?
In famine, he shall redeem thee from death.
Woo! So in famine, the Lord's going to redeem us from death. That means what? We're going to eat. Like we're reading in Isaiah 65. So when everybody else, when there's a scarcity of food, and they struggling and they trying to eat their shoes and their socks and stuff, we're going to eat, man. We ain't going to die from famine. The elect of the Lord are not going to die from a famine. So you can cross that off the list.
And war from the power of the sword.
So in war from the power of the sword. So you ain't gonna walk down the street and a straight bullet shoot you in the head and you die. The elect ain't gonna die that way, man. You either gonna be a martyr for the Lord or you gonna get delivered by the Lord. All right? We ain't gonna die a shameful death. Our death is gonna be meaningful, man. Okay, if we have to die.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
So the Lord's gonna hide us from the scourge of the tongue. Okay? Whatever other form of judgment comes, the Lord's gonna be able to hide us from it. But you people gonna be out in the open, man. You're gonna have a big old bullseye on you. Right?
Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
So we're not gonna be afraid of destruction. You know? It could come, man. Troops can surround you. All these things, we're not gonna be afraid, man. We're walking in the valley of the shadow of death now, but we're not afraid. Okay? Because the one that is with us, if the Lord is with us, nobody can be against us. So what you scared of, man? You look, man, whatever bad thing happens, the Most High has to sanction it before it can happen. So if the Most High is on your side, what are you scared of? Unless the Most High turns and says, I'm gonna destroy you, then you should be scared. But if he says, I got you, what are you scared of, man? Things are not left up to chance. Things don't just happen. Things are calculated. Unless the Lord sanctions it, it ain't gonna happen. So, hey, the Lord probably walking with you like this, and you see a lion in front of you, don't get shook. Because the lion is just gonna stand there and look at you until the Lord says attack. The lion ain't gonna attack. There could be a shootout that breaks out right in front of you. Just keep on walking. Until the Lord says, that bullet right there, make it hit this person, it's not gonna touch you. Okay? Bullets don't just randomly hit people. Every random shot is orchestrated by the Lord. So when you understand that, you're like, wait, why am I scared? You know what I'm saying? If there's a shootout going on and I just happen to be around, if the Lord doesn't say I'm gonna die today, then I'm not gonna die. On some book of Eli type joint. You know?
At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
You're gonna laugh. I mean, what kind of spirit you gotta be in to laugh at destruction and famine? That means we're gonna be good, man. We're gonna be taken care of. We're not gonna be scared. All right.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth.
You hear that? So you best believe there's gonna be wild animals coming out here. Okay? These animals are gonna lose it, man. These owners with the animals, the Lord gonna put a spirit on them, and they're gonna turn around because they're gonna get hungry. All right? And majority of these animals are natural carnivores. Some of them might be omnivores, but they still eat meat. And if you ain't feeding them, you want to feed these animals treats and artificial food, man. When they ain't getting that, they're gonna turn around and look at you, and they're gonna come for some food. All right? They're gonna come for some mess.
For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
They're gonna be at peace with us. So just like ravens were able to bring Elijah food morning and evening on time, guess what? We don't have anything to worry about, man. All right? Lord might have a tiger bring you, you know, it might come to you and might have a bag hanging from his teeth, and it might just lay it down right next to you, and there might be food in there, man. See, we believe these things are actually gonna happen. People don't believe that. You know? All right?
Hey, I saw a video where Ishmaelite, he was the owner, not the owner, but he had an eagle as a pet. He had him on his lawn, and he sick the eagle on a deer. He hunted the deer for the owner, and a big ass deer, and the eagle was so big and clamped on him, but the deer was so strong, the owner had to help the eagle take him down. But at the end of the day, that shows you that they gonna be bringing you food. If you control that eagle, you're gonna search out and get food for him. That's just a praising to how it's gonna be for us. If you got people that got that kind of power now over the animal, just imagine the power that
Exactly. Hey, you might be in the wilderness, and like maybe a pack of lions might just surround you. You know, they just come and they just be around you, protecting you. So you can literally sleep in the wilderness and nothing's gonna harm you. If it's a person, they're gonna tear their ass up. If it's an animal, they're gonna tear their ass up. You might have a lion come to you with dragging a big ass antelope or something. You know, killed it, and it just lays it right at your feet. You know? You know what I'm saying? The Lord got us, man. Come on, man. You gotta be creative with it, man. I mean, come on.
Thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shalt not sin.
So what? We're going to be in peace. And then ultimately, the Lord's going to come back. He's going to give us a new heart, a new body, and we're going to be perfect. And we ain't never going to have to worry about going off again.
Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thy offspring as thy grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season.
And we know that's just a saying because in the kingdom we're not going to die. Okay? But we're going to be able to be satisfied in life. Because when you come to your grave, that's not the end of your life. Right? And it says in full age, meaning you've been able to live and enjoy your life and you're ready to go. But we know that we're not going to go. All right? We're just going to be eternal and live forever, man. Okay? So now that was it on that. Let's hit it off with this one. Let's close it out.
This is Proverbs 11. This is Proverbs 11 and 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
Bring that out again. Bring that out again.
Proverbs 11 and 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
So that's the substitution scripture. All right? That's like if I'm the righteous and I'm standing right here and there's a bullet coming for me, the Lord could substitute me with a wicked nigga, and where I get to be right there down the street, and the wicked nigga gets substituted into my place, and he gets hit with the bullet. That's what it said. Read it again.
Proverbs 11 and 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble.
He's delivered out of the trouble. Go ahead.
And the wicked cometh in his stead.
In his stead. Meaning, whatever trouble the righteous is in, the Lord is going to swap that judgment out and give it to somebody that's wicked. Okay? So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so that's, hey, man. So that shows what? That's two birds with one stone. Deliver the righteous and judge the wicked. So the Lord ain't gotta deliver you here, and then he gotta go find another judgment for this wicked. He could just, you know, hey, the Most High could do anything, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful precept. I gotta keep that in my mental note. He said Proverbs 11 and 8. Let's finish off in Isaiah.
Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord about Shemel Therefore, thus said Yahweh Bashem al Shah, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed.
Hey man, you gotta look up that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward, I maybe look at the clam episode or episode where SpongeBob and Patrick ate and Squidward starved, whatever it was.
It was a conch.
Huh?
The conch.
The conch, thank you. Yeah, the conch shell. All right, that's how a lot of people gonna be, man. And it's gonna be painful, man. I mean, they were having a blast, man. Yo, just wilding out on the, and that's like the food was unlimited. Here it is, you full and you can throw out the rest, and somebody's starving right there. He can't have any, man. Man, Lord gonna have you sweating, man. You know, you gonna be sweating. All the wickedness that you done did, man, you're gonna be sweating, man. All right? All right?
Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart.
And ultimately, that's why you're gonna have Isaiah 4:1, 7 women taking hold of one man, because what? They're gonna try to, they said what? To take away our reproach. They're gonna see that the protection, the deliverance, the food, the blessings, and all that is with the men of the Lord. So they're gonna look for men of the Lord. You know? Shit, I need to be with him. You know? Because ultimately they're trying to save their own ass. So they're trying to find somebody who could do that. Alright?
And shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Exactly. And that's the judgment that's coming to you people, man. So yeah, we warn you. Alright, we put up these videos, we show you these articles, we go into it, we warn you. Alright? But very soon we ain't gonna be giving the warnings. We ain't gonna need to. Because what we're warning you about is going to be happening right in front of you, man. All right? And only the elect are going to make it, man. So keep doing your trick-or-treating, man. All right? Keep doing your trick-or-treats. Keep dressing up in Halloween costumes. Keep annoying and pissing off the Lord. And when all hell breaks loose, man, when they start the second wave, the second lockdown, all right, they start shifting gears quick. You thought 2019 and 2020 was quick. Look at how things are going to escalate, man. All right? Just keep an eye and watch how things are going to escalate, man. You're going to wish you could go back to the beginning of 2021. Or 2020, all right? But anyway, we pray for fewer days. We pray for the destruction of this place, all right, and the deliverance of us. Lord willing, all right, we can get delivered next year. I hope and pray we don't get to see the end of next year, you know. But at the end of the day, we work on the Lord's time, you know. So we're gonna watch, we're gonna pray, do our best to stay in the spirit, and Lord willing, we get counted worthy, all right, for mercy and deliverance. Okay, so with that, we hope you were edified. We want to close it off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kadash.
Next time, Shalom.